Guess who's back? Back again. Crypto is back. Tell a friend. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? We're seeing the altcoins have exploded a little bit in the last 7 days, and kind of right now they are maintaining. And everyone is waiting for this big juicy breakout of the Ethereum chart, which will signify a huge next wave of the altcoin surge. And this is an important level of $3,900 to $4,000 level that Ethereum is testing right now, which I want to point the focus and attention of this video, as well as share what's hot and what's latest in the crypto space. So you're looking at the chart, guys. We're seeing Ethereum trading at $3,800 right now. After reaching $3,900 approximately, it got rejected a little bit, but the bulls just keep on pushing, and currently we are back on the momentum to retest the $4,000 level, which is a very crucial level of support. If you look at a monthly chart and forget the noise, we are one day away from closing this month of July. Guys, this has been one very bullish month, and two things happening right now, which we'll be talking about: the crypto report from the US and the FOMC meetings with the decision to cut the rates or not to cut the rates. But looking very, very bullish. I would not bet against Ethereum here, against the bulls, because this thing looks very, very bullish. Momentum here on a monthly, forget the noise, forget the daily. On the monthly, it's looking amazing here. And if you dare to sell your crypto right now, you might regret it later on. Looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, it also has a fat, big red candle on the monthly here, which signifies just the start of this move for the altcoins to go much, much higher. If you look on Ethereum BTC, it is currently sitting on a pretty significant level of resistance, following this channel over here that it broke down back in January 2025. So right now, let's see if we can continue for Ethereum to outperform Bitcoin in the immediate short term. But overall, for me, it is quite evident over here that Ethereum is going to be back into this channel and get back into the 0.06, outperforming, double down outperforming Bitcoin from where it is right now. So looking at the news over here, we have $4 trillion JPMorgan partners with Coinbase to make buying crypto easier than ever. The same JPMorgan and used to have negative remarks about Bitcoin, now is partnering with the largest custodian for Bitcoin. So that's very, very big news. We have Bank of Canada holds interest rate at 2.75%, not going up, not going lower. All eyes on US right now. What's going to happen with the interest rate? With today, what's going to be the remarks of Jerome Powell? Trump, of course, wants the interest rate to be lowered ASAP because the GDP growth is per target, the inflation is per target, and he just calls him too late. He should have done this interest rate reduction a long time ago. But imagine where we are right now, Bitcoin at $118,000, looking bullish on a monthly chart without touching the interest rate, without lowering the rates. What will happen when potentially on September we're going to have the interest rates to be lower? So we're seeing right now that Bloomberg says Trump White House crypto report fact sheet includes no details on strategic Bitcoin reserve, but doesn't mean they don't focus on it. It just means that it's more focused on the regulatory framework right now, and more details on the strategic Bitcoin reserve are to come. We see President Trump announce 25% tariff on India, along with penalty for buying Russian energy and military equipment. Embrace volatility for crypto first stocks in the immediate short term, as we start to see the headlines of the tariffs once again pop up in the news. And beware of the bulls, because the short comers, the short sellers, are going to get squeezed. Over 1.5 billion in Bitcoin shorts will be liquidated if Bitcoin hits above $120,000. You're betting here against a bigger wave that is likely to come here for Bitcoin, because on a monthly we still have power in the tank, we still have momentum that can come over here. And this is really the quiet before the storm. You can see on the Bollinger Bands the momentum has been squeezing over here on a daily chart. It's a pressure cooker. Whenever we're seeing the Bollinger Bands going down like this, it means the next move, whether to the upside or to the downside, is going to be a significant one. Big move is coming, and it is likely to be a breakout to the upside, the continuation of the trend. We're seeing Pakistan to allow banks to buy and sell Bitcoin to accelerate adoption in the country. That's what's happening right now. US banks, Pakistan banks. Overall, we see the trend, we see the trajectory of the banks fully embracing crypto. Ethereum, if you look at the monthly, Ethereum is breaking out. It's breaking out. It's the breakout of the market structure that we have been anticipating for quite some time, and it is happening. We see how much Ethereum major companies organization have stacked, with Bitmain Emergent Tech leading. BMNR is the ticker, with $2.17 billion of accumulated Ethereum. Absolutely insane. And Ethereum spot ETFs saw $5.41 billion in net inflows in July alone, exceeding the $4.21 billion total from all the previous months combined since they launched the Ethereum ETF. So this has been absolutely Ethereum on tear, Ethereum rocking, with institutional funds are flocking into Ethereum, with publicly traded BTCS Inc. to raise up to $2 billion to buy more Ethereum. Notice, not to buy more Bitcoin, to buy more Ethereum. So I think the tide is shifting towards Ethereum next, and altcoin season is right around the corner. We are already seeing the signs that this period is not going to be particularly long one, but it's going to be a memorable one when altcoins can surge, and they can surge a lot and in a relatively short period of time. We've seen Michael Saylor in the news again, buying 21,021 Bitcoin symbolically, because 21 million Bitcoin is the limit of how much total Bitcoin there is, worth $2.46 billion. He continues to buy more and more Bitcoin and become one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. We're seeing Ethereum treasury firms just getting started. Could 10x holdings up to 10% of all Ethereum, says Standard Chartered. So that news alone, when you read it, Standard Chartered saying they're gonna 10x their holdings to 10% of all Ethereum. How come you not be bullish on Ethereum, the leading altcoin, and on the altcoin market in general? So hold on to your Ethereum. Do not sell your Ethereum too early, and be ready for the next moves. SUI is also gaining momentum, whereas right now SUI is 9% of total non-EVM, total value locked. It's absolutely incredible. And let's take a look at the chart of SUI right now. Where does it stand over here? Let's take a look. SUI USDT. It's currently at $3.80. So it is on a bullish momentum over here on a monthly, and very close to discover its its previous highs. Was around $5, but in this altcoin cycle, we can see SUI to go much higher, $7, $10. The sky's the limit, because it's a newer coin in the cycle, which just recently launched during the cycle. So let's see how high it is going to go. I am bullish on SUI. Also, Bonk launched Bonk.fun and burned a massive amounts of Bonk, 500 billion. Actually, based on the fees generated on Bonk.fun. So let's take a look at Bonk real quick. It's a meme coin on Solana. Bonk is trading currently at 4027. Look and see at this month, Bonk has gained quite significantly this month, as well as other coins, was up currently as the high is 160%, up almost doubled over here. almost doubled. So that's looking juicy, juicy momentum for bond going higher. So this is something that I am eyeing over here. So that's a little bit of news and updates for you guys in the crypto. Stay tuned, because once Ethereum breaks this level of $4,000, altcoins are going to skyrocket much more. So hold on to your altcoin bags, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode of Today in Crypto Show.